Good morning. Welcome to my channel, everybody. My name is Chrissy, and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 30th of September. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're nearly in October, guys. What is happening here? The year's just flying along, isn't it? If you are new, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like buttons, guys. Please comment. I love hearing from you. And I pretty much let my guides channel through to you if you are new, and I just get messages to you. So stay watching. There might be something for you to receive today. And we'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Now we're going to start spotting a few glitches in the matrix. So I know a lot of us here on my channel, we do believe we're sort of in some sort of matrix, game, simulation, and sometimes we get these glitches, and I guess you could almost put some of these things down to like deja vu or strange synchronicities that happen, and they're not always negative. Glitches don't have to be negative. They're just moments in time where we have these aha moments as well. So that's what I'm referring to when I'm saying there's like these glitches in the matrix. I feel, and another one would be, for example, I know a lot of you guys here get these recurring numbers. A lot of us have been through dark nights of the soul, depressive breakdowns, different things like this, for example. Not all, but some of us have. And you get these recurring numbers of 1111s, 333, 999. It doesn't matter what the number is, 444s. It might even be, for example, I get a lot of number plates. That's something that recurs a lot for me. So these are the little glitches in the matrix, but they're not always negative. This is what I'm trying to say to you. They can be positive too. So maybe today we've got to have an extra awareness of little messages and how we're being guided as well today. So I'm definitely getting that there's these little glitches in the matrix, and it's saying that we're going to spot them probably today and even into the next week. These little glitches, and we're going to have these little aha moments where we go, oh, okay, someone's trying to tell you something, or someone's trying to get that message to you, or someone's trying to sort of wake you up in that moment and say, yeah, you're on the right path, or did you see this? Have you got your awarenesses open? So many kind of messages like this. So I'm getting this little glitch in the matrix probably today and into the next week. This is for all you guys watching my channel. This is for the people who are awake or waking up. Oh, we know it's growing, but it's just very slow, like I always say here, like a little snail getting along. It's very, very slow process. Hang on a sec. Let's see where else we go. So they're showing me, we talked here the other day about these global elites wanting to start school earlier. But what the guides are saying at the minute to us is that this is like, I keep saying this Great Awakening is like a master class where you have to graduate. So it's like they're now focusing on the people waking up are like still in the, this isn't what we want to hear, the kindergarten stage. They're still learning a lot of things. So when we think about that, all they're saying is they're having to learn how to open up their senses, how to use all their senses. See, this is what the Great Awakening process is. Most of you here on my channel, and I can guarantee you've been through some sort of trauma, some experience. You've had a lot of life lessons through your life, and you've evolved into this person you are today, where you know how to use your gut feelings, your sixth sense, your synchronicities. You recognize these things, and it's like what we went through with this whole journey. We just had this knowing, and we don't know how we knew. We don't understand how we came to these conclusions or what made us want to dig deeper. It was just this gut feeling and these senses that we had that something wasn't right. Well, that's what these people are having to learn to do. That's why this process is as slow as a snail for these people waking up, because it's showing me them as like kindergarten kids having to learn all their senses, how to use their sixth sense, how to listen to the synchronicities and the signs that come in front of them, and actually seeing them. Because as we know here, when you're living in that 3D level, and this is not to put people down, this is just a fact, you don't often see things because you're just going through life with your blinkers on, and your peripheral vision isn't opened up. So that's another example visually how these people are having to learn. So this is what I'm getting at the moment. It's this... sadly, these people waking up, a lot of them, not all, a lot have moved further through, are in the kindergarten phase of the awakening process. So they've got a long way to go. A lot have moved through other stages, and again, this is those life lessons, and their awakening's just a little slower than others. But see, we were already awake when this pretty much this pandemic and everything hit, so we could see things from, I always talk about the mountain. We had that different perspective. We could see over the other side of the mountain. I often talk about that here, whereas these people are still sort of scrambling and trying to climb up the mountain so they can see from the top, from the aerial view. So that's what I'm getting. They're still in this, like, sadly, the kindergarten phase. Sorry, I'm getting hot, guys. The sun's coming out here. Yes, a bit of a spring top for the spring weather, but the clouds are coming back over, so we're still having bad weather here. So that's what I'm getting. Look, they're off the start line, so I guess that's what we want to really know, and they are moving along, but they're now going to move along at their own pace. The waking up process is quite challenging, as most of us here know. I'll see where else we go with this today. Get Netherland Farmers again. They haven't given up. They have not given up at all. They're really removing themselves from government now. They're becoming really strong. I said it the other day. They're really regrouping. They're coming together. And they're not going to take the BS because we know they're good at dumping the BS on parliamentary stairs and highways. But they're really regrouping. They're very clever. These Netherland farmers are very clever. Don't underestimate what they're capable of, because they're not going to take this sitting down. They're not taking this. And that's what we want. We need people to stand up together. I always talk about these truth movements and people supporting each other. Well, that's what I'm getting for the Netherland farmers. They're even, I think, gaining support of the people as well. It's not just about the farmers. We know that when these movements kind of happen, that everything starts to come together. It sort of attracts and magnetizes other people as well into these movements, just like the truckers. Look at the crowds that came out for the truckers in Canada. This is the kind of thing that happens. It starts to cause a vibration and it stirs everything up. So that's what I'm getting for the Netherland farmers. They're creating some real movements over there, and of course we don't see it on anything, do we? No, nothing on mainstream media, or so therefore people just don't believe it, sadly. But I am getting that Netherland farmers are getting stronger and stronger. They're not gonna give this one in. They're not giving in. All right, let's see where else we go. And we know that the government's not going to give them any traction, of course. I bet they're even being pushed down the algorithms here on YouTube and every Facebook. We know how it goes. Anything to do with Netherlands would be getting squashed down the algorithms. I'll just see where else we go today. Oh, God, we knew it would come up, didn't we? I'm getting America. Biden. God, what can you say? What can you even say, honestly? I know you guys would be thinking exactly what I do. How's him talking about the woman? I know you would have all seen it. If not, go and check it out. The latest clip of him talking about the woman who died in the car accident that worked for him. She died like 2 months ago, and he was thanking her for being at this function. Like, it's beyond even... You can't even comprehend it now, can you? So, yeah, I'm getting America... America has completely lost faith in government now. I was talking for a few weeks there about you guys in America feeling very vulnerable and exposed to the rest of the world. Well, I'm actually getting that for Americans now. They've just got their hands in the air and they've just, like, given up now. It's that, rubbing the forehead kind of thing. Americans are just... You know what it is? And this is not an attack on anyone living in America or Canada or these surrounding regions. There's this hopelessness and this feeling of, like, failing. Like, everything is failing. All the systems in America are collapsing. And here's the leader that he's failing. And, of course, it causes everything else to fail. See, it's the house of cards again. Everything just starts to collapse, but it's collapsing like from the top, which means Biden. It's affecting the people in a really huge way over there. You guys have got that real sense of hopelessness. Like, it's almost like, isn't it? What it reminds me of is like the elephant in the room that no one's talking about. it's not happening. Like, how, even when they interview, I don't know her name, the dark woman with the curly hair that works for Biden and is the, like, spokesperson. I don't know her name, sorry. She just pretends there's not a problem and there's no issue. And that it was just that the woman was on his mind. She makes excuses all the time. So you really have to wonder what the hell is going on over there. It's obvious to the rest of the world, and I'll let you guys know that it is. But for you people over there, you just feel very lost in it. It's not giving you that confidence and that structure to move in moving forward. You do feel lost still, you feel vulnerable, and you're feeling still very exposed to the rest of the world. Because, as we often talk about here, it's like watching another show playing out, isn't it? But this one's turning into like a friggin' comedy act. Because one minute, as we all know here, protect the elderly, save the elderly, don't go near your elderly folks, you've got to really look after the elderly. And now we've got Biden over here. No one's giving a rat's ass about old Biden, who's got really serious, obviously, cognitive decline and dementia, and no one's doing anything. So this is where people get very confused about what the hell narrative, what is going on here. Care for the elderly, but no one give a rat's. Like, what kind of message is that sending? So these are the things that people are kind of scratching their head now, globally, not just in America, and questioning, why is no one stepping in and taking the reins and sorting this poor man out and getting into a care facility where he needs to be? I just don't get it. What's with his wife, Jill? What is wrong with that woman? Does she love this man or not? Take him home, look after him. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And this is what's happening in America. It's made America very unstable. And the thing is that America was always a country of great power. It had great strength. And now it's just not there anymore. It's just not up there. That's what I'm getting for America. And it feels like that's why American people feel very vulnerable and exposed to other stronger powers and countries. I'll just see if there's anything else today. Hang on a sec. This is for us. Don't give in to the climate change BS. Because we know it's all deception and trickery just to implement their agendas. We know that here on my channel. I know a lot of people believe it. And the thing is, it is very real. We know these things are really serious. We're all living through these severe storms, drought, heat. This has gone on for a long time. And I know a lot of us here go, yeah, but that has gone on for a long time. But there's sort of, it's almost like they're not really focusing on the things that are causing it. Like, remember years ago with the ozone layer, they started to look at the pressure packs and they looked at the deforestation and these kind of things, and everybody plant a tree, and like these are more realistic kind of answers. Whereas now it's just it's such a structured way of enforcing this moving forward with the renewables. Whereas those sort of things made sense to people, but this is all not making it. Well, it's kind of making sense, but it's not making sense. So a lot of people are very confused. Not just us. Everyone's very confused because no one really knows what the truth is. Not even us here. We don't know if they are definitely clouds seeding and causing these floods and rain. We're even confused. I'm sure these government leaders are probably confused with what the hell they're doing because their reset rolls out, then it gets back in, and then they have to change it. And it's just why can't life just be uncomplicated? Can't we go back to just an uncomplicated life? I don't understand why we have to live through all of this. But I am getting that this is us. We have to not fall for the climate change narrative. Because it's very easy to fall for that, isn't it? We all sort of can, because like I said, we haven't even had any sunshine here, and it's been a whole month of spring, and we haven't had, I don't think we've even had half a sunny day. It's been grey skies and rain. Anyway, we've just got to keep positive and keep getting on with it and hoping that these other people really start to delve a bit deeper into the truth of what might be going on. Hang on, I'll see if there's something else to close with today. Aw, so cute. They're showing me us in our Braveheart biker jackets again. And for anyone new here, the guides have given us these Braveheart biker jackets because we've always stood up, fought for freedom, stood in our truth and our power. And they give us patches. As most of you know here, we get patches for the different things that we've been doing. And now we're getting one and they're putting it on the forearm sort of here. And it's called Plant a Tree. And that's us. That's us saying the truth about climate change. Well, let's plant a tree. Let's create a better earth. Let's improve this world. We don't want to be living in concrete jungles. We've already decided that here. A lot of us, some of you might live in the city. A lot of us live in the country and we live rurally and we're growing vegetables and sort of becoming very independent from a lot of these government systems. A lot of you live off grid as well. And a lot more people will be living off grid very soon, I would say, and detaching from society. But you can't detach from your phone because you've got to keep watching me, as someone said the other day. But that's what I'm getting. We're getting the patch now of Plant a Tree because we think, well, if you're looking at climate change, why aren't you looking at the things that are really causing problems around the world in a major way? And the simplified one is like Plant a Tree. The aerosol cans, like I said, was the other one with the ozone layer, because you notice nothing gets talked about the ozone layer anymore. It's just like, it's not even talked about. So, what's the truth? We don't know. So in our mind, let's plant a tree. I know you guys would love that. Hang on, let me see if there's something else to close with today. Hang on a sec, it's coming. Oh, I'm just getting that Michael Jackson song again. I knew they were trying to give me a song. I kept getting Michael Jackson, that Heal the World song. And I think we should go look at that film clip because it's about looking after the animals, looking after the planet. And that's more what this climate change thing's really about. It's about looking after the world we live in. Yes, cutting back on plastic bags. Yes, reducing the amount of waste in landfill and all these kind of things. And looking after our waterways. How many rivers and creeks do you walk past and there's just a shopping trolley sitting in them? It's so disrespectful to the beautiful creeks and things. It's just people dump their rubbish. Maybe that's what we as freedom fighters have to get back to, that sort of plant a tree and really looking for other ideas on how we can heal the world, because we need to heal the world and we need to keep this vibration moving up. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Let's go check out that song by Michael Jackson. I'm going to go off and go to the shops with my sister downtown. Not that I've got many shops where I live. I live in a country town, but, it's still shops. And I will try and get on and do a video this afternoon if I can. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys. Subscribe and leave me comments. I love hearing from you. Don't forget, if you've got any questions for Kaz, to leave them down below. And I will talk to you very soon. Take care. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.